Hi, this is attorney Ann Bittinger. In the next 5 minutes, I'm going to explain how the changes to the 2021 physician fee schedule may impact your take-home pay. As you know, every CPT code is assigned a relative value unit, or a WRVU. It's a simple unit of measurement, very uncomplicated, like a calorie, a liter, or a mile. An office visit might be worth 1.5 RVUs now, but with the increases I'm telling you about, they might be worth 2 or 2.2 RVUs in 2021. The overall philosophy behind the changes by CMS for the upcoming year represent an increase for office-based physician codes. Procedure and diagnostic codes, to the contrary, are valued less or at least equally. The take-home is that if you do a lot of office visits, your WRVUs are going to increase without you changing anything. If you do a lot of procedures or diagnostic work, however, your WRVU should stay the same or perhaps decrease. It's a good time in 2021 to be in endocrinology, hematology or oncology, rheumatology, family practice, and office-based internal medicine. However, you might see some reductions in your pay if you're paid based on RVUs in radiology, anesthesia, cardiac surgery, interventional radiology, or many of the other surgical specialties. How does this impact your take-home pay? How do changes by CMS to minute work relative value units impact the amount that's deposited into your paycheck and checking account? Let's discuss that. A typical RVU compensation formula in a physician employment agreement looks something like this. The first step is to count your total work RVUs so far for the year. They take that total amount and multiply it by a conversion factor. This is usually a dollar amount, somewhere between $20 and $60. And you multiply those WRVUs times the conversion factor, and that's the amount that you get in your paycheck. Now, this is a very simple formula. Some are bonus structure RVU based only, but this is the general idea. The changes in 2021 impact step one, how you count your RVUs. Without doing anything, the RVUs for office-based visits are going to be worth more, which means when we total them, you're going to have more RVUs and make more. There are 3 contract questions for you to answer now to assess whether this is going to impact your salary. The first involves the language in the definition of the work RVU, which I'll talk about more. The second is the issue of the amendment provision. Can your employer simply force you to stay on a 2020 physician fee schedule RVU amount when a 2021 version would be worth more? And with a similar idea in mind, what do your term and termination provisions say if you'd rather leave your current job and take advantage of these changes at a job that has a WRVU-based formula compensation model? Here are 2 sample work RVUs in which the WRVU is linked to the then current calendar year. So without stating 20 or 2021, these provisions just link it to whatever's in place at the time. However, many physician employment agreements have years of physician fee schedules in there. So it might say that your fee schedule that will be used is the 2018 or 2020 RVU. Look for that in your compensation schedule. The other 2 provisions have to do with how much notice either side must give for termination, and does the contract expire? If you're on a collections-based compensation model, it might be time to look for a job that pays based on WRVUs elsewhere. You might want to terminate your contract and get a new one, or your physician employer might terminate your contract and put a different compensation formula in front of you just to avoid having to pay the automatically heightened compensation to you that would come from these 2021 physician fee schedule changes. Don't be caught off guard. Review your employment agreement now so you understand why your paycheck might start to change in January. Put yourself in the best position considering the big changes to the fee schedule. You know how to reach us if you have any questions at all.